Well, a very good morning to you, Ndu Oko. I do believe you are doing great right there, of course, alongside Dennis Aseto. I am at Kencom right here at the heart of the Central Business District of Kenya's capital, Nairobi. And like you rightly put it, today is a very big day for the country, despite the fact that, of course, a few Kenyans that I've spoken to are not even sure of whatever is happening today. Many of them are unaware that today the budget highlights will be presented before the National Assembly by the CS for Treasury, that is John Mbadi. But before I, give you an overview of what is happening here, allow me to just engage a few Kenyans who are here to let us know what they make over the budget, whether they do know that the budget is being presented today before the National Assembly. Number two, you start with your name, and do you know that today is the budget day in the country?
To start with, my name is Broderi Kakoko. I come from Homa Bay County, where Mbadi comes from. And yes, I'm aware that the finance bill is being announced today.
The budget, that is?
Yes, the budget, yes. And some of the things that I've read about it is that it's quite a good thing progressively. But maybe the hinge in them is that they do not prospect about, they don't prospect in entailing the principle of intergenerational principle that maybe makes us to entail a budget that goes over a long duration of time, let's say over 100 years, because we are in this Kenya for a long time, and it's good to protect life and income and everything, all the resources that we can have, and we can grow them in a long duration of time, not just thinking about the next year.
Okay.
Yeah,
pretty much. Just let me stop you there. We have a budget that will be presented today worth around 4.8 trillion Kenya shillings, of course, up from 4.3 trillion in the 2025-2026. Today's is 2026-2027. As a young Kenyan out there, do you feel, we are being overambitious in terms of that particular budget plan or spending plan that we're setting of 4.8 trillion?
No, I don't think it's overambitious, because I've done a few projects that show that this country might be here for such a long time, and only thinking about this year won't be enough. This rationale comes from, because I'm a party leader for the Kenya Republican Party, we are in the process of making all these things. So we have highlighted projects, because, from history we can even see that let's say, for example, the United States of America is going to have its 250th anniversary. So if you scope that into what the Minister for Treasury is going to do today, if he does something for 100 years to come, or entailing that kind of period, it will be such a good thing. It will be such a good thing. It will be such a good thing.
Okay, pretty much. Let me just engage this gentleman here. Maybe you tell us your name and what are your expectations in regards to today's budget, which is will be presented to the National Assembly by the CS for Treasury, John Mbadi.
Okay, my name is Peter Mwangi Washira. My expectation on this budget of today, I'm expecting that the CS will caution petroleum products. Likewise, we can see we have a budget of 4.8 trillion. This is a growing economy, but however, mwananchi feel the effect of that growing economy. I am also expecting that things to do with things like housing levy. Currently, the housing levy has no date of, it's like, I'm hearing that it will become a security for loans. And I think we should caution that and maybe have a date of when that housing levy will come to an end. Because if we take that housing levy for perpetuity, bila kujua hii housing levy itawahi kuisha lini na itatumika mpaka lini, I think we should have a policy where it will state clearly that we are going to have this housing levy up to this year, and from there, maybe it can be converted to something else.
Okay, ukiangalia hiyo budget, kuna vitu kama education wamekuwa allocated 781 billion. Ukiangalia health, kuna 175 billion. If you look at agriculture, there's been a negative deviation from the previous budget. We had around 117 billion imekuwa kwa agriculture, but this time around imepunguzwa by almost 9 to 10 billion to 107 billion. From where you stand, from where you sit rather, Do you feel your reduction allocation to the agricultural sector itakuwa na negative impact in regards to, because we are a country that depends on agriculture. We have parts of the country that are heavily dependent on agriculture. The Rift Valley region, we have farmers in central Kenya who do potatoes. We have maize farmers in Trans Nzoia. So I don't know what you have to say in regards to that particular reduction in the allocation to the agricultural sector.
I would say that this time round, it's like the government is missing the point on that, because Kenya, we depend on agriculture. Agriculture is our backbone, and if we don't support sustainability of food in this country, then it becomes a crisis, because the population is growing, and to feed this population, you need agriculture to be highly supported. Tukiangalia kupunguza budget ya agriculture, that is to say, subsistence in farm products itakuwa ngumu. Hata kama president ana advocate for subsistence of fertilizer, then in the other hand, budget ya agriculture inakuwa subsidized, inapunguzwa. That is to say, bado agriculture sector ndio backbone ya Kenya na tunafaa kuisupport effectively, na hapo naona kuna shida kidogo kwa kupunguza budget ya agriculture. At least wangepunguza maybe budget nyingine, tuseme kama development, nimeona wameweka 850 billion, something like that. Na hizi development zinafaa kuwa zimewekwa kwa every year we have a development yenye inakuwa sustainable, inaweza kufikika. Na agriculture pia ina support sana development, kwa sababu mwananchi akiwa ana uwezo wa kujitegemea chakula yake, anaweza kufanya maendeleo yake binafsi bila kutegemea serikali.
Labda tu la mwisho, wewe kama Mkenya hivi sasa, hali ya uchumi ikoje kwako? Do you feel pressed by the current economic situation, because the government inasema economy iko sawa, economy ina grow, and but the situation appears to be different to some Kenyans. I don't know kama kwako hali ni tofauti ama una feel things are a bit better.
Basically for me, I would say that na sio mimi binafsi, Kenyan population, wananchi wa Kenya wanaumia kulingana na budget. Leo hii ukiingia na 1,000 kwa bank, that 1,000 you will buy only 2 or 1 item, and your 1,000 will be gone. So the effect of the economy kwa mwananchi, we are really feeling the weight, and I think we should get something to subsidize hizo effect ya mwananchi